World War I, the Great War. World War I, also known as the Great War, was one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. It reshaped borders, changed governments, and set the stage for the even more destructive World War II. In this video, we'll explore the causes, battles, and lasting impact of World War I, covering everything you need to know in a comprehensive overview. Causes of World War I. To understand World War I, we need to go back to the early 20th century, when tensions in Europe were escalating. Several factors contributed to the outbreak of the war. These include militarism, alliances, imperialism, nationalism, and the spark that ignited the conflict. Erste Militarism. Countries like Germany, France, and Britain were building massive armies and weapons. The arms race was in full swing, and military leaders became increasingly influential in political decisions. Each country wanted to outdo the other in strength. 2. Alliances. By 1914, Europe was divided into two main alliances: the Triple Alliance Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy, and the Triple Entente France, Russia, and Britain. These alliances promised mutual defense, and when one country was attacked, others were pulled into the conflict. 3. Imperialism. Colonial competition between European powers also added to the tension. Countries fought for control over territories in Africa and Asia, increasing rivalries. 4. Nationalism. National pride was at its peak. Many ethnic groups, especially in the Balkans, wanted independence from larger empires, and this led to conflicts between Austria, Hungary, and Serbia. 5. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The final trigger was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary by a Serbian nationalist in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914. This assassination led Austria-Hungary to declare war on Serbia, which quickly escalated due to the complex web of alliances. Major battles of World War I. Now let's look at some of the key battles that defined the war. 1. The Battle of the Marne, 1914. In September 1914, the German army advanced toward Paris, but the French and British forces stopped them at the Battle of the Marne. This battle marked the end of Germany's hopes of a quick victory and led to the infamous trench warfare that would dominate the Western Front. 2. The Battle of Verdun, 1916. The Battle of Verdun is one of the longest and bloodiest battles in history, lasting from February to December 1916. The French defended the city against a German offensive. The battle's slogan, "They shall not pass," symbolizes the fierce determination of the French forces. 3. The Battle of the Somme, 1916. The Battle of the Somme, fought between July and November 1916, is remembered for its staggering losses. The British and French forces launched an offensive against the German lines. Over 1 million casualties were recorded, making it one of the bloodiest battles in history. 4. The Eastern Front. While the Western Front is the most famous, the Eastern Front saw major battles between Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Russia. The large geographical area and the mobility of troops made it a very different kind of warfare. 5. The Gallipoli Campaign, 1915. The Gallipoli Campaign was an Allied attempt to open a second front in the Ottoman Empire by landing on the Gallipoli Peninsula. It ended in failure, with heavy casualties on both sides, but it is a significant chapter in the war, especially for Australia and New Zealand, who suffered immense losses. 6. The U.S. enters the war in 1917. The United States entered the war in 1917, tipping the balance of power in favor of the Allies. The German unrestricted submarine warfare campaign against American ships and the interception of the Zimmermann telegram, which proposed a German-Mexican alliance, led to U.S. involvement. Key figures of World War I. World War I was shaped by the decisions and actions of many leaders. Let's take a look at some of the key figures. Erstes, Kaiser Wilhelm II, Germany. Kaiser Wilhelm II was the leader of Germany during the war. His aggressive policies and militarism contributed heavily to the war's outbreak. 2. Tsar Nicholas II, Russia. Tsar Nicholas II ruled Russia during the war. His handling of the war and the Russian Revolution ultimately led to his downfall. 3. Winston Churchill, Britain. Winston Churchill, then First Lord of the Admiralty, played a significant role in the early parts of the war, including the Gallipoli Campaign. His later leadership during WW2 would cement his place in history. 4. Woodrow Wilson, United States. President Woodrow Wilson led the U.S. into war in 1917 and proposed his famous 14 points, which aimed at creating a lasting peace. 5. General Ferdinand Foch-France. General Foch served as the supreme Allied commander during the war's final stages and played a critical role in the victory over Germany. The end of the war. By 1918, the war had taken a heavy toll on all sides. The entry of the U.S. in 1917 helped tip the balance in favor of the Allies. In November 1918, Germany was forced to sign an armistice and World War I came to an end. 1. The Treaty of Versailles, 1919. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, officially ended the war. It imposed harsh reparations on Germany, stripped it of its colonies, and redrew the map of Europe. Many historians believe the treaty's harsh terms set the stage for World War II. The legacy of World War I. World War I had a profound impact on the world. It led to the collapse of empires like the Ottoman Empire and Austria-Hungary, and it changed the political and social landscape of Europe. 1. Political changes. New countries were formed, including Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia, and many monarchies were overthrown. 2. The rise of extremism. The economic instability and social unrest created by the war contributed to the rise of extreme ideologies, including fascism and communism. 3. The United Nations and peacekeeping. The war also set the stage for the formation of the League of Nations, the precursor to the United Nations, which was created to prevent such a catastrophic war from happening again. World War I changed the world forever. The destruction and suffering caused by the conflict still resonate today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth history videos. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. See you next time.